Hello guys, welcome back to the third part of real numbers. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about Euclid's division lemma and exercise 1.1. Since our childhood, we have been using four fundamental operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. We have applied these operations on natural numbers, integers, rational and irrational numbers. In this chapter, we will begin with a brief recall of divisibility on integers and will state some important properties. In this chapter, we shall study the following topics. Number 1. Euclid's division lemma. Second, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Third, revisiting irrational numbers. And fourth number, revisiting rational number and their decimal expansion. Now starts from Euclid division lemma. Guys, here are three words: Euclid's, division and lemma. First of all, we will have to understand these three words. Lemma. A lemma is a proven statement that is used to prove another statement. लेमा एक ऐसा स्टेटमेंट कथन है जो अन्य कथनों को, अन्य स्टेटमेंट को प्रूव करने में काम आता है. Sometimes Euclid division lemma are also called Euclid's division algorithm. Both are so closely interlinked that people often call division algorithm. Algorithm is a series of well-defined steps which gives a procedure to solve a type of problems. So lemma or algorithm is nothing but a restatement of the long division process which we have been doing for the last many years. Second is division. Suppose we are to divide 17 by 5. To divide 17 by 5, we read the table of 5 three times. 5 3s are 15. Then we subtract 15 from 17 and we get remainder 2. So two is remainder. Three is quotient and 5 is divisor. And 17 is dividend. And it should be remembered that remainder is always less than divisor but greater than and equal to 0. For example, if we divide 16 by 3, then 3 5s are 15 and the remainder is 1. When we subtract 15 from 16, we get remainder is 1. And if we divide 17 by 3, then 3 5s are 15. Then we have remainder 2. And if we divide 18 by 3, then 3 6 are 18 and we have remainder 0. So we are seeing that In all of the cases, the remainder is always less than divisor, but not greater than divisor, and it will be less than and equal to 0. So we can write the remainder is less than divisor but greater than 0 and equal to 0. Here we can say that remainder is equal to R, quotient is equal to 1, and we assume divisor is B and dividend equivalent to A. And we have already studied that dividend equal to divisor multiply by quotient plus remainder. So every positive integer can be written in the form of A. So A is equal to B multiplied by Q and plus R, where R greater than and equal to 0 but less than B. Now third part is Euclid. Euclid was an ancient Greek mathematician. Due to his groundbreaking work in math, he is known as father of geometry. Euclid division algorithm is a technique to calculate the highest common factor, or in short HCF, of two given positive integers. When any mathematician and any scientist gives any rule or theory, we write the name of his theory on his name. Similarly, Euclid gives us a theory of geometry and some other rules. Therefore, we call it Euclid's division algorithm, and this technique is used to calculate the highest common factor. Let's see how the algorithm works through an example. Suppose we have two integers 24 and 36. First of all, we understand the HCF in a simple way. First of all, we get the all factors of 24 and 36. As we know, the factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. On the other hand, the factors of 36 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. We are observing that there are so many common factors in both the number, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Then we are seeing that highest common factor in 24 and 36 is 12. So HCF of 24 and 36 is 12. Now we understand it by a long division method. So we should take the greater number as a dividend and smaller as divisor. So the greater number is 36. So we divide 36 by 24. Then we count the table. 24 1 ja 24. We subtract it and we get 6 minus 4 2, 3 minus 2, then 1, and we have the remainder 12. Since the remainder is not 0, so we proceed again this division and we make 24, which is earlier divisor. Now we shall make it dividend. Now 12 2s are 24 and now the remainder is 0. We are seeing that the remainder is 0 and the last divisor is 12. So the HCF of 24 and 36 is 12. Now applying Euclid's division algorithm, Euclid division algorithm or Euclid division lemma. We write in the form of Euclid division lemma that 36 is a dividend and it divided by 24 and quotient is 1. So we multiply the divisor to the quotient and plus the remainder, and remainder is 12. And the next step, the dividend is 24. Then 24 equal to 12, 12 multiplied by 2 and the remainder is 0. We observe that the remainder at this stage is 0. Therefore, the divisor at this stage, that is 12, is the HCF of 24 and 36. Guys, when at last we got the 0, then the last divisor will be our HCF. यहाँ पर रिमाइंडर 0 आने के बाद हमारी डिवीजन कंप्लीट हो जाती है और लास्ट डिवाइजर जो होता है वो हमारा HCF होता है. We take two integers 45 and 75. Here 75 is greater than 45, so we divide 75 by 45. 45 1 ja 45. When we subtract 45 from 75, we get 30 as a remainder. Now we divide 45 by 30. 30 1 ja 30 and the remainder is 15. Now we divide 30 by 15 and 15 2s are 30 and now we get remainder 0. So HCF of 45 and 75 equal to 15 and applying Euclid's division lemma, we write first the dividend. 75 equal to 45 multiply by 1 and plus the remainder. In the next division 45 equal to 30 multiplied by 1 and plus remainder. And the last 30 equal to 15 multiplied by 2 plus remainder, that is 0. The remainder at this stage is 0, so the divisor at this stage, that is 15, is the SCF of 45 and 75. Now students, we shall see some such type of questions in which we have to prove that it is positive even integer or positive odd integer. We shall understand it very carefully because these type of questions are very important and many times have been asked in the exam. Suppose we have a question that show that any positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is some integer. But before solving this question, we have to understand a most important topic, that we have been studying for last many years that every even integer is a multiple of 2 and every odd integer is not a multiple of 2, or a number is odd if it is not divisible by 2 and it is always gives a remainder 1. So positive integer positive integer can be written in the form of 2q, means multiple of 2, and q is some integer, and positive even integer and positive odd integer can be written in the form of 2q plus 1. Then first of all, we understand 4q plus 1. Here 4q means 4 is a multiple of q. 4 is a multiple of q. And q may be any integer. Q may be any integer such that 1, 2 or 3, any positive integer. So if the value of q is 1, if we take the value of q 1 and q equal to 1, then the number will be if q equal to 1, when we put the value of q1 in the equation, 4 into 1 plus 1, it will be 4 plus 1, 5. And if we take the value of q2, then number equal to 4 into 2 plus 1 is 4 2s are 8 and 1 9. If q equal to 3, then number will be 4 into 3 plus 1, 4 3s are 12 plus 1 13. Similarly, in the case of n equal to 4q plus 3, if we take the value of q equal to 1, then n equal to 4 into 1 plus 3, 4 1 are 4 and 3 7. If q equal to 2, then n equal to 4 into 2 plus 3 4 2 is 8 and 3 11. And if q equal to 3, then n equal to 4 into 3 plus 3. 4 3 are 12 and 3 15. We obtain 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 all are positive or integers. So that any positive integer is of the form of 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3, where q is some integer. This type of question have been asked many times in the exam. So let's solve this question. First of all, we assume that the positive integer is a. So we write, let a be any positive integer and b equal to 4. Student, always remember that the multiple of q, here the multiple of q is 4. We always take the value of b, that is multiple of q. जो q का मल्टीपल होगा उसी को हम b अज्यूम करेंगे. अगर 4 q का मल्टीपल है तो इसका मतलब कि 4 जो है वो 4q को डिवाइड करेगा. 4 q को डिवाइड करेगा. फॉर एग्जाम्पल कि कल को यहाँ पर अगर 3q प्लस 1 और 3q प्लस 2 इस तरह दिया हो तो हम b की वैल्यू को 3 लेंगे, बिकॉज एट दैट टाइम 3 विल बी मल्टीपल ऑफ q. सो द वैल्यू ऑफ b विल बी टेकन 3 and here we have taken 4. So a be any positive integer and b equal to 4. Then according to Euclid's division lemma, there must exist two numbers or two integers. You can say numbers or you can say integers q and r. आप जब भी किसी नंबर को किसी नंबर से डिवाइड करेंगे तो दो नंबर और आपको ऑब्टेन होंगी. एक उसका क्वोशंट होगा और एक उसका रिमाइंडर होगा. सो वी टेक टू नंबर्स q for quotient and r for remainder. Then we can write it a equal to 4q plus r, and you know that remainder is always less than divisor but greater than or equal to 0. So where r will be greater than and equal to 0 but less than divisor, and who is divisor? 4. So r is less than 4 but greater than and equal to 0. Then what will be the value of r? Then r will be equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. But r can never be equal to 4 because it always smaller than divisor. So now solve it. When r equal to 0, then a equal to 4q, we put the value of r in this equation. A equal to 4q and the value of r is 0, 4q plus 0, and we remove the 0 because there is no benefit of adding 0 or subtracting 0. So a equal to only 4q. And we can write 4q in the multiple of 2. How? We take 2 here as a common. 2, then 2 2s are 4, so 2 into 2q. Again, when r equal to 1, then a equal to 4q plus 1. Here 2 cannot be take common in whole, but we can take common 2 from 4q and we can write it 2 2 ja 4, 2 into 2q plus 1. And when r equal to 2, then a equal to 4q plus 2. And when we take common from 4q plus 2, 2 as a common, so 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. Now it is in the form of multiple of 2 and it is also in the form of multiple of 2. And when r equal to 3, then a equal to 4q plus 3. We are not able to take 2 as a common from 4q plus 3. So when we divide 4q plus 3 by 2, then 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2, but here is 3. So we can write it in the form of 4q, 2 1s are 2, 2 plus 1. Now we are able to take common from 4q plus 2. So when we take common, we can write it 2, 2 2s are 4, 2q, 2 1s are 1, and we remain 1, write only after the brackets plus 1. So we are seeing that this number and this number is this number and this number is multiple of 2, but this number and this number are not multiple of 2. So it is clear that it is odd and it is also odd. So we can say that 4q plus 1, 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3, 4q plus 1 and 4q plus 3 is odd integer. The first question of 1.1, use Euclid division algorithm to find the SCF of the following question. And we have solved earlier that how we can find the SCF by the Euclid division method or long division method. Here are 3 questions. We solve one of them. We take the third question. We have to find the SCF of 867 and 255. I have told you earlier that we made the larger integer dividend and smaller is divisor. Then larger number is 867 and the smaller is 255. So we divide 867 by 255. If we it is very difficult to learn the table of 255, so we calculate here some steps. 255 1 are 255, 255 2s are 510 and 255 3s are 765, and this number is nearer to 867. So 255 3s are 765. When we subtract it, we get 7 minus 5 2, 6 minus 6 0, 8 minus 7 1, and we have 102 as a remainder. Since the remainder is not 0, so we go ahead. Unless the remainder is 0, we going on ahead. Now we make the 255 dividend. Now 102 2s are 204, and now we have the remainder 5 minus 4, 1, 5 minus 0, 1, 51 is remainder. And now we divide 102 by 51, 51 twos are 102, and now this stage we have remainder 0. So we can say that SCF of 867 and 255 is equal to 51. Now by applying Euclid division lemma, we can write 867 equal to 255 multiplied by 3 and plus remainder 102. And in the second division we are seeing that 255 equal to 102 multiplied by 2 and plus remainder 51. And in the last and final step, 102 equal to 51 multiplied by 2 and remainder 0. We are observing that the remainder at this stage is 0. Remainder is 0. Divisor at this stage, that is 51. Divisor at this stage and the last stage divisor is 51. So SCF will be 51. So guys, हम इसे तब तक डिवाइड करते रहेंगे जब तक हमारा रिमाइंडर 0 नहीं आएगा. जब रिमाइंडर हमारा 0 आएगा तो जिस स्टेज पे रिमाइंडर 0 आएगा उस स्टेज पे जो हमारा डिवाइजर भाजक होगा वो हमारा SCF होगा. तो हम पहले इसको डिवीजन मेथड से, लॉन्ग डिवीजन मेथड से इसको पहले सॉल्व करेंगे और फिर यूक्लिड डिवीजन लेमा की जो मतलब स्टेटमेंट है उसके अकॉर्डिंग से हम इस तरह लिख देंगे. तो ये हमारा 1.1 का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन हुआ. बाकी जो इसके फर्स्ट और सेकंड पार्ट है वो आप इसी प्रकार से सॉल्व कर लेंगे. नाउ वी गो अहेड, वी गो ऑन द क्वेश्चन नंबर सेकंड. द सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज सो दैट एनी पॉजिटिव ऑड इंटीजर इज ऑफ द फॉर्म ऑफ 6q plus 1 or 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5 where q is some integer. Now here 6 is the multiple of q, so we take the value of b is 6, and similarly just like the previous question we write let a be any positive integer and b equal to 6. Then there must exist two integers q and r such that a equal to 6q plus r where a where r remainder where r less than 6 but greater than and equal to 0. रिमाइंडर कभी भी हमारे डिवाइजर से बड़ा नहीं होगा, उससे छोटा होगा. सो r लेस देन 6 बट ग्रेटर देन एंड इक्वल टू 0. देन द वैल्यू ऑफ r विल बी 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we know that any number can be written in the form of number equal to divisor quotient, divisor multiplied by quotient or plus remainder. So a equal to b into q and plus r. And we know that when we divide any number by 6, we have remainder 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So understand it. A will be equal to 6q and the first remainder is 0. So 6q plus 0, and we can write 6q plus 0 only 6q. Then we can divide it by 2, means we can write 6q in the form of multiple of 2. 2 3 ja 6, 2 into 3q. Second, when we take the value of r is 1, then 6q plus 1, and it can be write in the form of, we can take 2 common from 6q, but we can't take common 2 from 1, so we can write it 2 3 ja 6, 2 into 3q plus 1, and when we take the value of r equal to 2, then we can take 2 common from here, and we can write 2 3 ja 6. When we take common 2 from 6q plus 2, then we can write 2 multiplied by 3q plus 2 1 ja 2. A equal to 6q plus 3. Then we can write it 6q plus 2 1 ja 2, means 2 plus 1. Why we write like this? So that we can take common from 6q plus 2. Now 2 common, 2 3 ja 6, 3q, and 2 1 ja 2 plus 1 and plus 1. When a equal to 6q plus 4, we can take 2 as a common from both numbers 6q and 4. Then we can write 2 multiplied by 2 3 ja 6, 3q, and 2 2 ja 4. And the last, a equal to 6q plus 5. Then 2 3 ja 6 and 2 2 ja 4. So we can write 6q plus 5 as 6q, 2 2 ja 4. 2 2 ja 4 and 1 is remainder. So 6q plus 4 and plus 1. Now we can take 2 as a common from 6q plus 4. So we can write it 2 multiplied by 2 3 ja 6, 3q, 2 2 ja 4 and plus 1. Then we are seeing that this number and this number and this number are multiple of 2. So these numbers are even. So the remaining, which 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5 are odd positive integers. So we have proved that any positive odd integer is the form of 6q plus 1, 6q plus 1, or 6q plus 3, or 6q plus 5, where q is some integer. And the question number 3 is that an army contingent of 616 members is to march behind any army band of 32 members in a parade. The two groups are to march in the same number of columns. What is the maximum number of columns in which they can march? कि 32 बैंड आर्मी को 616 नंबर ऑफ आर्मीज के आगे चलना है, उनको पीछे मार्च करना है, और कितने उनके अंदर मतलब कॉलम बन सकते हैं, मैक्सिमम टू मैक्सिमम कितने कॉलम बन सकते हैं. सो इट इज saying that maximum number means highest, means HCF. So you will have to find the HCF of 616 and 32, and you can solve it yourself because it has been taught you how you can solve the HCF by Euclid division method and long division method. So you can solve it yourself. Now we go on question number 4. Use Euclid division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either of the form 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer. Let a be any positive integer and b equal to 3. Now we are seeing that here 3 is a multiple of m, 3m plus 1. Here also multiple of m is 3. So we take the value of b equal to 3. Let a be any positive integer and b equal to 3. Then there must exist two integers q and r such that a equal to 3q plus r, where r less than 3 but greater than and equal to 0. So the value of r will be 0, 1 and 2. Now case 1, when we take the value of r equal to 0. If r equal to 0, then a equal to 3q. Since question is saying the square of any positive integer, the square of any positive integer, so the number is a equal to 3q plus 0 and we can write it only 3q. Now when we squaring both sides, because it is saying square of any positive number, so we squaring both sides, then it will be a square equal to 9q square, and we can write it 3 into 3q square. Guys, look, in the question said that any positive integer is either of the form of 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m, कि यहाँ पर जो m है, m की वैल्यू कोई भी एक इंटीजर हो सकती है. So we write 3q square in the form of m. So we can write 3 into 3q square equal to 3m, where m equal to 3q square. मीन्स हमने 3 into 3q स्क्वायर को 3m के रूप में लिख दिया. मीन्स हमने 3q स्क्वायर को इक्वल टू m के माना जो क्वेश्चन में दिया गया था. अगर क्वेश्चन में कल को यहाँ पे कोई और नंबर दिया होगा, m की जगह n दिया हो, p दिया हो, तो हम 3q स्क्वायर को उसमें कन्वर्ट कर देंगे, तो मेंशन कर देंगे कि यहाँ m जो है वो 3q स्क्वायर के इक्विवेलेंट है. सेकेंड, इफ r equal to 1, then a will be 3q plus 1. Squaring both sides again, it will become a square 3q plus 1 का whole square. Then we applying the formula a plus b का whole square. Then what will it become? 3q square, 9q square, a square plus 2ab, 6q and plus b square. So we can take 3 common from 9q square plus 6q, but it is not possible to take common from 1. It is not possible to take common 3 from 1. We can take common 3 only from 9q square plus 6q. So we take common from it, then it will become, when we take 3 common, 3 3s are 9, 3q square, 3 2s are 6, and left the 1. So it will write in the form of 3m plus 1. Then what should be the value of m? M will be equal to this 3q square plus 2q. So we mention here where m equal to 3q square plus 2q. Now the third case, if r equal to 2, then a equal to 3q plus 2. Again squaring both sides, a square equal to 3q plus 2 का whole square. Then a square means 9q square, 2ab, 2 3 जा 6, 2 जा 12 plus 12q and plus 4. If we take 3 as common, then we are able to take common from 9q square 12q, but we are not able to take common from 4. So 3 3 ja 9, 3 4 ja 12 and 3 1 ja 3. So we can write it in the form of 9q square plus 12q and plus 3 plus 1, so that we can take common 3 from 9q square plus 12q plus 3. So a square will be 3, we take 3 as common, then 3 3 ja 9, 3q square, 3 4 ja 12 plus 4q and 3 1 ja 3 and plus 1. So we can write it 3m plus 1, where m equal to 3q square plus 4q plus 1. So we are seeing that we can write square of any positive integer is either form of 3m or 3m plus 1. In first case, we are able to write it in the form of 3m, and in the second case, we are able to write in the form of 3m plus 1, and similarly in the third case 3m plus 1. So we can say that any positive integer is in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. And the next question is that use Euclid division lemma to show that the cubes of any positive integer is of the form of 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. So guys, you can solve it similarly like this. Similarly, you assume that a be any positive integer and b equal to 3. Here you also assume b equal to 3, because the square of 3 is 9 and 9 will be a multiple of 9, so it can be divided by 9. So you can solve it similarly, but you will have to change the formula. Here you apply the formula a plus b square, but in this, the question number 5, you will apply the formula q, means a plus b ki whole cube. So guys, you can solve 1.1, and if you have any problem, you can comment in our videos. We will help you. Any type of problem you can share us and we will solve it. So like and share our channels and stay tuned with us. Thank you very much.